they're dismissing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business. Just look at the ticket. The traveling man. I'm switching the pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it. I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more of them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are climbing your river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking their hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it, yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Levis out of the shotgun now. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jeremy Chinn, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Bears sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Levis looking to throw. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flipped it over and watched and said, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
At the 6-yard line.
Levis sets up to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
3rd and goal. Here's Levis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Faking the handoff. Howell. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. You look at this Bears defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
They'll air one out deep for Mingo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bears are going to take over once again.
Did you been have Justin Jefferson, or you just traded them?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps An early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10, it's Levis. He'll get this one to Patrick. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Outright, this one goes to Patrick. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. Here's Pierce. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they come up now, second and goal. Levis will sneak it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
His fourth rushing touchdown of the year, his fifth overall. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
On the gain of 21 yards. First down, Minnesota.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Levis on third down.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Here's Ryan Wright now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now 2nd and 3. Now Levis. Rolling to his right. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Levis. Man open. Here is Jones. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Zay Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll air one out deep for Mingo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Levis back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now he'll look to throw it. Open man is Mingo, complete.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Odafe Oweh.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
A 49-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Howe will throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Levis swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the Vikings 13-yard line.
Here's Levis. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Levis looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. Bears. From 13 yards out. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Cook again. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he will have a Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing here, Howell. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, 32 yards. And the Vikings are back within a score. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that rocking and rolling, because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. Exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Levis to throw it. On the right side, he finds Burnett. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Pierce now up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Levis's throw here into the hands of Jones. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Levis sets up the throw here. He'll buy some time right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, here's Levis. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Eluding the pressure right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hand off left side, Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him now to this point. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Zay Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Bears take over first and 10.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Play action now. Levis.
This one caught over the middle by Burnett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Now Levis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Agnew now to return, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive
as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
It's trying to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hyatt there to grab it. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for the Bears,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants.